Hand clap to the massive brothers and sisters. We are back for number 2, the second reaction video I've dropped on this YouTube platform for today. Welcome to every single one of you guys who've tuned into these vibrations. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, brothers and sisters. Hopefully you did that for the previous one as well. Of course, this is where I tend to read a number of your comments. And of course, these are my comments and opinions on a number of things, brothers and sisters. What are yours, brothers and sisters? Don't forget to do what? Click the like button. I would appreciate it right there. Click the thumbs up button. And of course, if you've not done so, brothers and sisters, subscribe to this channel. Click subscribe, click the bell, click all. So you'll be notified when I drop a video. Of course, it'll come right to you right there, brothers and sisters. Definitely do so. And of course, watch another video at the end of this video if you definitely want to do so. Or just watch the previous one I actually did in that regard today. Welcome, brothers and sisters. And without further ado, let us get into the vibrations for the day. Of course, I have to point this out right there, brothers and sisters. The cabinet has indeed put forth the official funeral for the late Leonard Pappy Baptist to be held on December 13, 2024. Right there, brothers and sisters. The official funeral for the late I just read that. I don't know why they put it again. Right there. But anyways, I guess it have to be like these, brothers and sisters. Friday, December 13th. That is, of course, in 2 weeks' time. So you guys can definitely show up for that. A day of mourning has been declared for the day of the funeral. And it's pretty much on all state flags on what? And all state flags on all public buildings shall be flown at half-mast. Well, he was indeed an individual who definitely, guys, I was also told a particular one as well. Some individuals were watching my video that I did of Pappy, and they didn't know a number of things that the Prime Minister himself was saying. I was like, what, Pappy, all that? Brothers and sisters, it's good to know history right there. I think that is a very important thing, especially when it comes down to knowing your history in the past. But of course, on the basis of Pappy, brothers and sisters, one of the individuals was telling me Pappy was the main guy back in the day, especially when it comes down to bus driving right there, where other people were charging 50 cents and $1. I think Pappy was charging 13 cents or 10 cents, brothers and sisters. And of course, people used to full up his bus. I don't know, we used to pay gas, but of course, he was doing that for the people right there. I guess having several businesses, you can then cater in different regard. Of course, he had several businesses, and I think as a result of that, him being one of the individuals who was forced to be reckoned with back in the day, I did not know that. Of course, the government decides to give him a state funeral. And I think he definitely deserves this when it comes into that situation right there. We just thought Pappy was a guy making cakes, even though what he was saying made a lot of sense, brothers and sisters. And it's very interesting that the very man who's giving him a state funeral did not realize that what Pappy was saying makes complete sense, to the point where Pappy was talking about the legalization of the Mary Jane. If you know what I mean, brothers and sisters. And of course, utilizing that, the very man is coming on podium and say, guys, this will not be a growth factor for Dominica. A multi-billion-dollar industry. The man coming and tell people, if Dominica, that would be a good one for you. And people swallow that crap. Anyways, rest in peace, Mr. Pappy, Mr. Baptist. Of course, he served as a senator in the parliament from January 14, 1980. I did not know that, to April. But he didn't stay long, no? He didn't stay long. Later founded the Dominica, anyways, from January 14, 1980 to April 27, 1980. And later founded the Dominica Progressive Party. Of course, you know, what was it? What was the thing again? Guys, what was his symbol again? Papa, I forget the symbol. I know it was yellow. What was the symbol again? I can't remember. That's crazy right there. Anyways, the Progressive Party advocating for the construction of an international airport and legalization of the medical Mary Jane right there, among other things. Born, you know, December 23rd, 1938. Of course, received his early education at the Castle Bruce Primary School. He began his work life in Menville Hall Estate. When I listened to what the Prime Minister was saying, indicated before, it seems like Pappy was from overseas and came to Dominica. And then, you know, maybe, because that's what it appeared to be when his character had wrote the letter. Anyways, it seems like he had his early, maybe he was overseas and came as a young boy and started his early education in the Castle Bruce region right there, brothers and sisters. And of course, he began working in the Menville Hall Estate, overseeing livestock before pursuing opportunities in Antigua, later St. Croix, where he established a successful taxi company and worked with, of course, oil companies transporting employees right there. Upon his return to Dominica, I guess that's what he's talking about. So he was in Dominica, left, go Antigua, and then he came back. Upon his return to Dominica, Mr. Baptist opened a supermarket in Castle Bruce, later expanding to Kingsfield and Calibishi. He also facilitated trade between Dominica and the Virgin Islands. Renting a cargo vessel for transporting local big up Pappy one time, transporting local farmers produce and introduce a bus service providing school transportation for rural little ones right there. I think that is where the 10 cents or 13 cents or whatever it is came in, while other people were charging, house and, well, not really house and land, but in this day and age, it's house and land right now. But this is talking about charging prices. Gas prices go down. Why isn't the bus fare back down again? Huh? It used to be $8 when the price of gas is what it is today. Well, $12 was, but $13 something now in Dominica, which of course is much less than the other. Well, I wouldn't say much less, but around where the other Caribbean islands are. But why didn't the bus fare go down as well? Huh? So when there's crisis, they're putting up the bus fare, and then when the crisis dissipates, the bus fare staying the same? Brothers and sisters, talk to me nicely now, please. Why isn't the bus fare not going down? Oh, you just accept it? Okay. Yeah, anyways, brothers and sisters. Because all the salaries don't go in anyway. Anyways, upon his return, he established supermarket, of course, that went to Canefield, expanded to Canefield and Calabishi. He also facilitated the trade. Okay, Dominica, Virgin Islands, of course, boss. What are we following? Hurricane David. Mr. Baptist acquired a 150-foot boat to further support local farmers exporting. Yeah, he definitely have to do something like that, because get a state funeral, no doubt about it. So kudos to Skerrit for that right there, because he has been doing things that Skerrit himself has not done. A boat facilitating to help bring the produce. I think that is a wonderful thing right there. If only Dominica could do that on a macro level, wouldn't that be nice? We'll sell our produce more regularly, and of course charging a fee, and then you make your profits on that. That means more money will be coming to the government, because agriculture is the way forward to Dominica. So you charge a fee for these things, not a exuberant fee, but you charge something, and then you have the boat going to other Caribbean islands and so forth, and Dominica making money while the people making money as well. What do you think? I think that's a wonderful idea. The government of Dominica extends sincere condolences to the family and friends to Leonard Pappy Baptist. May his soul rest in peace. Hopefully he knew Yeshua before he left this earth, brothers and sisters, because after death comes the judgment. Right there. Talking about judgment, brothers and sisters, I know it's Christmas time and it's raining, sometimes it's cold. Be mindful that your tires not like that, ladies. I specifically call out ladies because I've seen ladies driving vehicles like that. Yes, ladies. Some of all you say, I don't need man, I don't need no man. What I need man for? And then look at your tire. Is a mirror that there, man? Huh? A mirror? Come on, man. Ladies, don't be foolish and drive vehicles like this. I know things are hard in the country. Things are hard in the country. But still, let us not get carried away. And people, keep in mind, remember, it's December, okay? Your salary flies through December like this. Looking and you waiting for your salary. And then boom, just like that, your salary gone. And keep in mind, sometimes they pay you your whole salary on the 15th. So you have a month and a half before you get your other salary right there. Hey, December is one of the scary months, brothers and sisters. Especially in Dominica, you don't get in bonus. You know what you get in? Ham, brothers and sisters. Ham and turkey. Let's hope this time the ham not rotten in. Let's hope this time the ham is not rotten in. Will you sell out yourself for some ham and turkey? Some of all you like to do that every December, just selling out your own self for ham and turkey. That is incredibly shocking stuff right there. Only sold Dominica for rotten ham. I think last time they had rotten ham. This is why they couldn't give the ham this time, because they were giving people still ham. Me myself don't know. Mind me, please. Anyways, brothers and sisters, in Antigua, there's something rather interesting taking place. And Antigua has decided what? We're going to go crazy for the December, brothers and sisters. As you can clearly hear right there, guys. Take a listen.
11,000 travelers packed A and B yesterday.
11,000 travelers, brothers and sisters, in one day. One day, brothers and sisters, 11,000 travelers disembarked into Antigua and Barbuda yesterday.
December has kicked off with a spectacular bang for the cruise industry. Over 11,000 eager travelers flooded Antigua and Barbuda on Sunday, transforming the islands into a bustling paradise.
Guys, yesterday. So where sometimes, I don't know if it's still happening now, but remember when tourists used to come on Sunday, brothers and sisters, and they used to try and find Wi-Fi because everywhere closed? You remember? That is, I wish it's a story, but that's true. that's true. I see videos of the tourists by Whitchurch trying to get some Wi-Fi to probably say, hey, look guys, I Dominica, click. Wow. Put it on FaceTime. Boy, what is that business bustling in Antigua?
5 magnificent cruise ships graced St. John's Harbour, and another
yesterday. Five yesterday, brothers and sisters.
The stunning vessel enjoyed the day in the pristine surroundings of Barbuda. Among them, the impressive Avia made its second visit of the season, bringing a staggering 5,219 passengers who disembarked in high spirits after an overnight stay.
That's a big boat, we? And the overnight stay too, so you know people was freaking out, freeing up. Freaking
As the sun set, this giant ship set sail once more. Joining the festivities, Oceania's Vista welcomed 956 passengers, while the Carnival Venezia brought an additional 4,062 thrill seekers ready to explore.
9,900 in total.
The Viking Sea and Explorer 2 added their own touch of excitement with 502 and 372 guests, respectively. Meanwhile, the charming Star Flyer anchored in Barbuda with 145 passengers, eager to soak up the island's beauty.
Now, as are they talking about passengers who came on the boat, or are they talking about people who, well, it's very clear that, you know, they were not just on the boat?
With a grand total of 11,256 visitors.
Well, they make money, in Antigua on that Sunday, they make money.
11,111 on the vibrant shores of Antigua, and 145 soaking up the idyllic vibes in Barbuda.
So I guess I remember when Barbuda was talking about trying to compete with St. Bart's on a luxury vibe. So St. Barbuda was getting their vibes too.
Local taxis and businesses were buzzing with activity.
Money flowing, man.
It was undoubtedly a day filled with warmth, joy, and thriving commerce, marking a lively start to the cruise season that everyone's been waiting for.
That's just one day, brothers and sisters. But let's look at Dominica, man. Let's look at Dominica. Dominica weekly cruise schedule right there. It has 11,000. Well, I see for one, it have 3,000 something. I wonder if these passengers actually, well, no, it's not them disembarking, brothers and sisters. It's not them disembarking. How much boat that there? 1, 2, 3, 4 boats. Carbrits, Roseau, Woodbridge Bay. Okay. So I guess 4 boats in Dominica today. And it brought about 3,500 people. Okay. But this doesn't tell you how much people disembarked though. This only tell you that the amount of people that the boat is bringing, because it's very clear right there, brothers and sisters, that this has not happened. The 4th, we had 2 boats coming into Roseau and Woodbridge Bay. That's gonna bring about 4,000. So 3,500 or 4,000. 4,000. So that's 7,000, brothers and sisters. 7,000. We have 2 boats. 7,000, 8,000. 8,006. Give or take 8,007. 9,000. 10, 11. 11,000. 11,000, 12, 13, 14,000, about 14,000. And these are just what the boat is bringing. Doesn't necessarily mean that all of them are going to be coming out. Okay? So while in one day Antigua has 11,000, in 6 days Dominica gets 14,000. 6 days. One day 11,000 for Antigua. in 6 days 14,000 for us. And you wonder why Antigua is considering itself the nature isle of the Caribbean. You still wondering? Okay. Remember Antigua Beach, eh? We might have rainforests and rivers and all those kind of things. The Antigua Beach, that is part of nature. So when the people 11,000 coming for the beach, you know they can consider themselves that, brothers and sisters. And of course, when you look at Dominica, we see the 14,000 in the 8 days. That is the conditions of the roads. There's another thing I have to point out, brothers and sisters. When you go up Mount Bruce and you go, there's a nice overview. And it seems like they shaved the ground, the grass, which I think kudos to the individual shaved the ground, but they don't take out the view not there, no. The view not there, brothers and sisters. They need to cut the bush. Cut the bush. A little view, you know. A little view, man. My goodness gracious. Well, they have to come and face that first. We don't preparing for tourism season, no, brothers. We giving this tourists what we giving this tourists whatever we want. Is you come, you come, you don't come, you don't come. And they showing the road and the condition, not me that film, not you guys. The people that showing the condition of their road. Sir, all you need to do better than that, man. Do better than that. Anyway, Marco is people cannot get paid for their land, but the children can get their own vehicle. Yes, I. Yes, I. Anyways, once an autocrat gets into office, it is very difficult for them to get out. That's true. They will disregard term limits. Well, Dominica, that we definitely need that. I think that is one of the reasons why I want the opposition or whoever to come in and put that in bow, so we'll have a little less corruption taking place, brothers and sisters. They have to pass on the mantle to some other person, you know, and so forth and so forth. But when there's no term limit, you know, it's chaos that will ensue, and you clearly see that in Dominica, especially when the individual have been saying he wants to leave, no, he go back again, and they put him back again, and with Irving McIntyre as the deputy leader. Very interesting stuff right there. They will disregard term limits. They will purge the agencies. Yes, that's what happened in Dominica. They purging the agencies that enforce accountability. So they put their own people there so they wouldn't be accountable. Once you have my own people there and I decide, hey, let me put a little money in your pocket. You join the corruption too. What are you going to do? After you join the corruption, say no? You're going to say no? But you complicated already. The moment you take corrupt money, you complicated. You complicit. They will take your money, they will steal your freedom, and if they are clever, they will eliminate any structural protections you had before the majority realizes the extent of the damage. Yeah, I told you guys what was gonna come. You guys didn't listen. The very thing happened right here in the nature of the Caribbean, right in front of us, right there. Anyways, I have to point this out right there, brothers and sisters. The memorandum. And this is something very interesting right there. Human Resource All Staff, December 2nd. Today, this is to formally inform that inform you that as of today, Monday, December 2nd, 2024, Mr. Ian Pinard has assumed the position of CEO of the Dominica Air and Seaport Authority, Daspa. Let us all extend warm welcome to Mr. Pinard as he takes on the role of leading Daspa toward achieving our shared goals and continued success. Why are we applauding? It's not like the person you did before helped that, you know. It's not like the person that was there before, Bardouille. It's not like Bardouille was doing a good job. Huh? Was Bardouille doing a good job, brothers and sisters? Not to my knowledge. I don't know Bardouille doing a good job at all. But Ian Pinard, well, let's hope for the best. I don't know. Anyways, brothers and sisters, this has been circulating all over the place. Lennox Linton steps down as leader, but never stepped aside. Actually, reacted to a video a while ago. He stepped down as leader, and of course, this person is saying the focus needs to be redirected from Paris and rather to the forces that have encouraged him in making such decision. Now, it has been indicated to me last week, brothers and sisters, it seems like Senator Delbert Paris, who is part of the opposition, has announced his candidacy for the leadership of the United Workers' Party right there. Now, kudos to him for wanting to do this. I think that is a wonderful thing right there. But my problem here is, brothers and sisters, can anybody just decide, you know what, let me just come up and join? Can somebody from DLP who fed up with DLP say, boy, I fed up with that freaking scary there? Can they just decide, you know what, let me go up for opposition leader? Well, then again, there's a democratic process, but who is putting up these people? Can you just come? Can I just say, hey, I want to be leader of the opposition? I think it will be on the merit, on the basis of if you have been involved in that party for a minute and think. But then again, if I'm looking at how Thompson there, but Thompson actually ran before he became political leader. He was part of thing, and you can say, well, he ran not under the United Workers Party ticket as the opposition, but how do you just join in? That's my not really problem. My question: how would you say? Let me just join in. Would they just take anybody out there and they say, okay, come? What if that person is a spy or something, you know, and wants to sabotage, and the person just has nice things to say? I'm not saying that is him, but you know, nice things to say and think, oh, that person's speaking well. Let me put them in position, and people have to vote. But still again, the people still have to vote. But anyways, let me listen to what Thompson Fountain had to say in that regard. Right there. Let's take a listen.
Let me say that I welcome the entrance of Mr. Delbert Paris.
And don't get me wrong, you know, brothers and sisters, Delbert Paris, I think, will make a wonderful leader on the basis of, you know, what I've seen so far. I don't know the full scope, but you can only make a decision, or you can only side with somebody based on what they showed you on a full scope, so to speak. You feel comfortable when they show you a full scope. As an individual who has been doing his thing, as a senator in parliament, he's definitely been doing his thing, no doubt about it. But you know, I just find it strange, you know, that leadership, not even say, okay, you're running on the United Workers Party as a pal rep first, and you know, maybe see if that is your speed, you know, nothing of that sort. You're just saying leadership of the United Workers Party. But then again, there's still a democratic process, true. But I just find that really weird, though. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm just saying, shouldn't there be some sort of steps or process before leadership? You just come up from no involvement in the party, so to speak, and you opposition, then you just put up yourself to be leader of the United Workers Party, just like that. Whoop. Look me. Can I put myself up for leadership of the United Workers Party? Look me here. Is that how it goes? I don't know. Let's continue.
A junior senator from Marigot into the race for the leadership of the United Workers Party, and in fact, anyone who feels so inclined to contest for the leadership.
So it does work now? Anyone? I think there should be some sort of structure there. I don't know. Maybe that person has been part of the party for a number of years, you know, working diligently, you know, and this kind of things there. Seeing that is the right fit for them. It's not just saying I join a party because I see, you know, see if that is the right fit for them, and you know, they see how it works, and you know, the ins and outs, and say, okay, I want to put myself up as a candidate, you know. You get my drift?
The United Workers Party is a very democratic organization. According to our constitution, every year we meet to elect our leaders. So anyone who feels that they have something to contribute is certainly happy to do so.
Well, like he indicated right there, is a democratic process. So I think, yeah, that makes sense. But my question here is, why shouldn't there be some sort of process, though? You know, you get my drift.
What I can say, though, is that I feel confident that I have the support of the members, the rank and file of the United Workers Party. I was elected first in December of 2022.
As he continues there, I think this is where what is his name again? Joshua partner. He wanted to be leader of the opposition. I think he was deputy leader at one point in time. I could be wrong, but I think he was that's the highest he reached in the team, but they didn't want him as leader for many reasons, and I would understand why they would not want Joshua to be leader of any party. There are reasons, brothers and sisters. So, and then again, it's still a democratic process. If the people wanted Joshua to be part of the leader, they would have voted for him, but they don't vote for you. They vote for Thompson, they vote for Lennox. If Paris comes in and the people say, okay, let's vote for him, and they vote for him, they vote for him. You be the leader of the opposition of the United Workers' Party? But we need electoral reform, my brothers and sisters. Electoral reform doesn't matter who you put there. Electoral reform, if there's no proper electoral reform, that would actually make it free and fair for elections, brothers and sisters. No matter who you put there as leader, they will always lose. Because that's the game that they're playing on the other side. They're utilizing the merit of what they have done, of the outdated election systems. That's what they're doing.
We faced Mr. Clement Maslin, and again in 2023 when I won again a second time. So this will be the third election in 3 years.
Papa, mate, what is that, boy?
And I'm very confident that the same persons who supported me in the past will continue to throw their support behind me. Mine is a vision for a better Dominica. And I just want to use this opportunity to appeal to all of Dominica to stand behind us as we make this great effort to bring a better day to Dominica. My experience is well known. I've been served for many, many years as a senior economist at the International Monetary Fund, and more recently, I've been involved in diplomacy in South Sudan, contributing to that country. I have made the commitment that I'll be back at the end of this year, completely and totally focused on Dominica. And so I believe that the persons who will be voting at the delegates conference will take that into consideration, since that was a main concern that they had, the fact that I had to be working overseas back and forth. But now I can commit that I'll be there full time to lead the charge and to lead the charge for a better Dominica. Thank you.
I personally, I from what I've seen from Delbert Paris, Delbert Paris is a force to be reckoned with, no doubt about it. But when it comes down to experience, when it comes down to this kind of situation, especially the economy, no, don't get me wrong, just because people have experience being better than you. I remember there was an individual from Mapping, I think. Yeah, he had more experience when it comes down to video cameras. He came down Portsmouth to teach us how to use video cameras, and we were the one who was teaching him how to use his own camera. Can you imagine that? A man with experience working for Mapping come Portsmouth to teach us about camera. And we, the students, was teaching him about his own camera. So sometimes it's not about experience, brothers and sisters, but the knowledge and use of common sense, which I think Thompson Fountain definitely have. If I have to vote, I would vote for Thompson Fountain, and I put Delbert as the deputy leader. That's how I would put it right there. So they can exchange ideas. You have the middle, I don't know if it's middle-aged, but you have the older folk and you have the younger folk right there coming together to exchange ideas on that regard. I think that's how it should be. I think on the merit of people saying, oh, let's give the young people a chance, brothers and sisters. Sometimes the young people are more confused than anybody in the world. The young people are more confused than anybody in the world, and when you give them a position like Skerrit. They put Skerrit, was Skerrit 27 years or something of that sort? They put the man in position and see how the man screw up Dominica. The man literally, not figuratively, literally screw up Dominica. So it's not just putting young people there and say, oh, give the young people a chance. I think the young people need mentorship from the older folk who know better, people like Lennox, definitely, people like Thompson, I think definitely. Giving them some mentorship in that regard, so when they take this thing, they know exactly what needs to be done, and bringing their ideas from the generation that they are part of into it, so they do not sidetrack, brothers and sisters. It's not just about saying, oh, give the younger people a chance, brothers and sisters. They give the young, very clear example in Dominica. Give Skerrit a chance, and the man does mash, the man does decale Dominica. There she was selfie. So anyways, whoever they vote is a democratic right, brothers and sisters. It's not like, the other side right there. So, kudos. I think Thompson should hold thing, especially now that he wants to dedicate more of a responsibility in Dominica. I think that was the main issue right there, because I also asked him that when I did a podcast with him. I also asked him that question right there, and he sent the sentiment that there are other people on the ground and doing things here and there, but I think you as a leader need to be more in the people's eye, so to speak. But it seems like he's gonna be leaving or maybe he was making adequate enough funds so that when he comes back he can actually try to do something in that regard right there, because it's not just saying, oh, let me go and quit my job, and or maybe he can work online, maybe he can do this stuff online, delegate responsibilities or whatever to his team while he's online. There's many people who tend to do this. One of my friends, she can work anywhere in the world, and she has a team of 8 people who are actually on the ground doing their thing, and she can go anywhere. She was in Dominica the other day. So he can definitely do that if that is one of the stipulations that they have. You don't necessarily need to be there. You can always delegate responsibilities and so forth during that time. So if he's quitting, I don't know, or whatever, brothers and sisters, but I think he has a wealth of knowledge when it comes on to the economy, especially helping other Caribbean islands to elevate their standing as well. So I think that is one of the reasons why, if you put him and Lennox, I think Lennox would be better on the basis of understanding the agricultural sector and the journalistic aspect as well, to put things in place to help elevate the country. You know, I think that's one of the things definitely needs to be done. But of course, different leaders, there's leaders, brothers and sisters, when it comes down to United Workers Party right there. Delbert would make a good leader, no doubt about it. But I just think that he needs to get some more mentorship under the actual individuals that are there, especially those who are looking to make Dominica a better and prosperous nation. Sometimes when you see a little monies here and there, you just get, you know. So that's another thing that I have to point out right there. That's also my thoughts on it, brothers and sisters. What are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below right there. And then lunchtime for me. Yes, lunchtime for me. Hopefully I get some shawarma king or something, brothers and sisters. That's it right there. Give this video a thumbs up if you understand it. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get the latest vibrations. You'll be notified when I drop my videos right there when you subscribe, brothers and sisters. And of course, with that said right there, click the thumbs up button for me, please. Click it, brothers and sisters. And of course, check out a previous reaction video that I did. I think it'll probably pop up somewhere, or you can check the first comment in the comment box below. It's about Mystelics once again, guys. Be real, Salut the King always. Be positive.